North Korea announces huge new nuclear test over Pacific Ocean. North Korea has announced plans for a huge new nuclear test. The Hermit Kingdom said warnings of a possible test over the Pacific Ocean should be taken literally. The foreign minister is very well aware of the intentions of our supreme leader, so I think you should take his words literally, Ri Yong-pil, a senior diplomat in North Korea's foreign ministry said. Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un have been engaged in a bitter war of words, and the U.S. has recently stepped up military drills on the Korean peninsula. It follows a series of missile tests in the Hermit Kingdom that threaten to unleash a third world war. Earlier today, a fleet of warships from the U.S., Japan and South Korea practiced shooting down missiles just off the secretive nation's border. But Kim refuses to back down and has lashed out at his enemies. A statement from state-run propaganda rag Minju Joseon today reads, although the South Korean puppet authorities try to frighten the DPRK by resorting to more frantic anti-DPRK pressure campaign with the backing of the U.S., the Army and the people of the DPRK will never be afraid of it. They would be well advised to behave themselves, clearly mindful that they cannot escape the most miserable end together with the U.S., which is at the door of doom. In a massive show of force, a U.S. warship yesterday blasted a missile out of the sky using a weapon with the force of a 10-ton truck going at 600 miles per hour. The vessel was off the UK coast along with the USS Winston S. Churchill and the USS Mitchell. It came as part of the massive Royal Navy-led war drills dubbed Exercise Joint Warrior. Kim Jong-un believes expanding his nuclear arsenal will secure his legitimacy domestically and tighten the state's security from the threat of a U.S. invasion. U.S. forces have been moving into the region for range drills with their allies South Korea, much to the fury of the tubby tyrant. North Korean Minister of Foreign Affairs Ri Yong-ho said in September that Pyongyang may consider conducting the most powerful detonation of a hydrogen bomb over the Pacific Ocean amid rising tensions with the United States. North Korea has conducted 6 nuclear tests, with half taking place since 2016. Fresh sanctions were slapped on the hermit state by the EU as part of efforts to punish Kim Jong-un for continuing to develop nuclear weapons. The EU banned the sale of oil to North Korea, in a largely symbolic move aimed at encouraging countries to stop trading with the hermit state. EU foreign ministers also imposed a blanket ban on doing business with North Korea and sanctions which will have a devastating effect on the economy of the nation. Following North Korea's most powerful nuclear test, the UN Security Council capped North Korean imports of crude oil, but China and Russia resisted an outright ban. EU ministers cited the persistent threat to international peace and stability posed by Pyongyang. As part of the measures, North Korean workers in the EU estimated to be about 400, mainly in Poland, now face a lower limit on the amount of money they can send home, and their work visas will not be renewed once they expire.